So recovering from our leg, or getting our leg in, like I told you guys, the #1 defense here is when this guy's gonna hip us down. So that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with us getting short leg and our partner hips us down. So once he hips us down, the main thing that we're gonna work on again is if we can get him broken down and then go to work, we will. But it's recovering from this situation. This is not something that you wanna hang out in. So a couple things we can do, and two of my favorite. The first one is however you're doing, I like coming to a side headlock here, draping over top, and I'm gonna pull him the other way. So I'm gonna sit him to his other hip where he doesn't have a post. And then when he does, then I can either look for back points or I can break him flat. So here, I'm gonna pull him back. And when I do this, I don't wanna pull him to the side, I wanna go to my own back. And this is something that's kind of prevalent when you're doing crab rides and leg riding. So I'm gonna pull him to my own back, so now I control his hips with mine. So here, and to this far side. So now, you can see he doesn't have his hips under him. All right, and then so he tries to build up, he comes down, and I'm on top. If you can try and hold here or here and get back points, but the main thing is that this guy's back broken down. So again, start leg in once he's hit this down. So one reason I don't want to come here, just straight over, is you can see he's back to his base. All right, he's up, he's pushed back, and he's not extended. I want to extend this guy and make sure that his hips can't be under him. So here, pulling it back, all right, you can see his hips are under him, and now I'm taking him over top. Another one I can do here, that's just a little bit different, but when this guy's posted hard here, all right, I can start working behind him and knocking this arm out. So either pushing on his wrist, or if he's on his elbow, pushing on his elbow. So I'll keep moving around in a circle, keep sliding my butt, and then once I get here, I can figure 4 and come on top, or I can just come on top. But I'm recovering from the situation. So here, posting at the wrist, or if his elbow's on the ground, we can post at the elbow here, sliding back, and we can figure 4 here, all right? Or we can just continue to pull our knee out and come on top. And then we can work our turns. Down. So not last but least, but one of the ones that, because I fancy myself a pretty good defender once somebody gets a leg in. One of the ones that gave me a lot of problems was when people grab their own shin here, or when they grab their own foot. Because it just keeps my hips to his hips. You know, one of the things we talked about was breaking him down because we didn't want to get too high. So anytime he's sliding away and he gets his hips away from our hips is when we get in trouble. So one thing to stop that is here, sucking this leg in, or blocking his hips from sliding away here by grabbing our own foot. Again, it's not a solution, but if you really get into trouble, this can get you to a stalemate, get you back on top, and you can get back to your leg riding. And then last but not least, this one comes from Tyler McCormick, T-Mac, a teammate at University of Missouri at 133. Really good from here, worked a lot, and he started doing some sneaky stuff before he left and retired. Is this guy always is sealing out, right? Because you don't want, he gives the power half, and he would, he couldn't get anything. So he'd be going power half, couldn't get it. So because of that, he started coming here to this wrist, all right? And he started pulling up. Then what he realized is that this is the exact same thing as a half Nelson, all right? Except rather than having a half Nelson, you just got the wrist. But the other thing with this guy, it feels really uncomfortable for him, and he can't get it away. So right here, I'm gonna pull his back into my own chest, and I'm gonna run it just like a half Nelson, figure 4 the legs. So here, this guy's blocking out. I can't get in, I can't get a hold of him to start breaking him down and getting him back to his belly. But so I'm gonna use it. Pull it up, so there's this little gap, slide under, grab my own wrist. From here, I'm pulling it back to my own chest here, bring it down. Knee butt, hook the leg. There's a couple ways you guys can recover from getting hipped in when you have a leg in.